The silent crises. Most men aren't living. They're just managing. They manage the bills, the expectations of their family, and the quiet feeling that they're falling behind. They look in the mirror and see a man who is fine, but they know the truth. They are drifting. Anthony D. Brice wrote this book as a blueprint for rebuilding. It isn't about surface-level motivation. It's about a 100-day reconstruction of the male psyche. It's for the man who is tired of being good enough and is ready to become the man he was called to be. So, hello, friends. Welcome to the Channel Growth Library, where we distill the world's most powerful ideas into actionable insights. Let's start. Phase 1. The Foundation. Days 125. Facing the Mirror. The first 25 days are about radical honesty. Brice argues that you cannot rebuild a house on a cracked foundation. Most men try to fix their lives by changing their external circumstances, getting a new job, a new car, or a new partner. But the internal rot remains. You are exactly where your decisions have brought you. Story. Brice often reflects on the mask men wear, the idea that showing struggle is a sign of weakness. He tells the story of the high-functioning ghost, a man who succeeds at work but is emotionally dead at home. Lesson. Acceptance is not defeat, it is the starting point. Now audit your default settings. What are the habits you do without thinking? List them. If they don't serve the man you want to be, they are the first things to go. Phase 2. Emotional Discipline. Days 26 to 50. Mastering the Storm. In this section, Brice dives into emotional intelligence for men. He challenges the toxic idea that men shouldn't feel. Instead, he teaches that a man who cannot control his emotions will eventually be controlled by them. Power isn't the absence of emotion. It's the discipline to act correctly despite emotion. Story. He uses the analogy of a captain and his ship. A captain doesn't stop the storm from happening. He ensures the ship is built to withstand it and steers it through the waves. Lesson. Respond. Don't react. A reaction is a reflex. A response is a choice. So the 5-second pause. When triggered by anger or fear, wait 5 seconds before speaking. That gap is where your power lives. Phase 3. Mindset Vision. Days 51 to 75. The Blueprint of Clarity. By the midpoint, the old habits are breaking. Now, Brice focuses on clarity. If you don't know where you are going, any road will take you there. This phase is about defining your kingdom, your family, your career, and your legacy. Clarity is the antidote to anxiety. The story. Brice speaks about the gap, the distance between who you are and who you know you should be. The pain men feel isn't from the work, it's from the awareness of that gap. Lesson. Your why must be bigger than your want. Wanting money is a weak motivator. Wanting to provide security for your bloodline is an unstoppable force. Now draft your personal constitution. What are the 5 non-negotiable values that govern your life? Write them down and live by them for the next 25 days. Phase 4. Rebuilding Legacy. Days 76 to 100. Walking the Path. The final 25 days are about consistency and impact. It's not enough to be a new man for a week. You must build systems that ensure you never go back to the ghost you used to be. Rebuilding is a daily practice, not a one-time event. Story. The book concludes with the idea of the generational shift. When a man changes himself, he changes the trajectory of his children and his children's children. Lesson. Quiet confidence is louder than loud insecurity. A man who knows his worth doesn't need to shout it. The Legacy Audit. Look at your actions today. If your son or a young man you respect followed your example today, would you be proud of the man he becomes? The final insight. The 100-day rule. Anthony D. Brice emphasizes that 100 days is the magic number because it moves past the honeymoon phase of motivation and into the grind phase of true character transformation. By the end of this journey, You aren't just a man who read a book. You are a man who has lived a new way of life. You weren't born to just pay bills and die. You were called to build, to lead, and to leave a mark. Finally, friends, if this summary gave you the clarity and the push you needed, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more life-changing book summaries.